All right, so here's Fish, and I am going to be talking with Sporto and with our lovely Queen Lu, and we're going to do a war recap on the war that we just had. How you guys doing?
Good. Doing great.
Yeah, so the war we just finished against Wildly Ambitious was sweet revenge because I want to say it was 106 days ago. These guys beat us, but I looked back and kind of back at that time we had lost a lot of wars to some big clans like One Hive and WHF and War 101 and Reddit Ion. And Wildly Ambitious beat us at, I think, the worst of anyone around that time. And so we had a rematch. And I would say, tell me what you guys think. How do you think our clan today compares with our clan 100 days ago?
Well, that's a big difference. I mean, it seems like whenever we go through a little bit of a funk period, it's because we're transitioning strategies and abilities, and we go through a period where everybody's kind of learning the new way to get 3 stars. And I think we came out of that funk stronger than ever, and our warlog currently really shows that.
I think you hit it just exactly right. And yeah, and I think back then a lot more people were modding, and we were always fair play. And I think a lot of those, I'm not going to name any names because I don't know for certain, but I think that it's a cleaner game now, which
Definitely.
definitely. So Lou, you had a 3-star attack. I had one of my at least I didn't mess up too bad this time. I had a pretty good attack. But I want to get before I get started showing our war, I want to give a couple shout outs to Larf. Larf is amazing. I got to get him on here. He's in England, so it's hard for me to get him on here. But he had a 6-pack. T-Rav had a 6-pack. Of course, Gator had a 6-pack, and KJ had 6-packs. So those guys really did well. And of course, Lou, you had 3 stars. Sporto, you had 3 stars. Brian Nix had 3. Sora would have had 3. I think Sora had 99. And XP had a good, really good attack. But one thing I'll say about this, let me get over here to our war. One thing I will say, if I can get to it, is, oh man, details of the war are no longer available. So I guess they were earlier. I don't think I can. Apparently, I can't show them. Wonder why that is. That's interesting. Let me try that one more time.
That sucks.
I know. Let me try it. Well, I guess it's a fast show then. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. Okay, I got it now. Maybe I logged out. Okay.
All right, there we go.
There we go. So, yeah, I was going to say, too, that one thing, I'll show the stats, but we are 3-star machines. Groan had most heroic. But we got 2 stars on every single Town Hall 10 and 11. We got 3 stars on every single Town Hall 9. And they left, I think we won by 5. So they left 3 or 4 Town Hall 9s 2-starred. And I've talked with some of the clans we fought against lately, and they tell me our bases are difficult for them. So again, I think defense really seemed to win this war against a clan that beat us pretty badly last time we faced them. But I tell you what, if you get 3 stars on every Town Hall 9 and 2 on all the 10s and 11s, you're probably going to win a lot of wars. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And it's really helped with the way our guys have really embraced the Valks at the 10 and 11 level. That now we do always get a fair number of 10 Hall 10s that get 3-starred by 10s dipping or 11s dipping or 10s going against their peers and getting 3 stars. So that's really kind of changed the game for us. That those are 3-star eligible bases now.
They are. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to show Groan's attack on number 4 first. And then Sporto, I'm going to show your attack on number 18, which was awesome. And then I'll show an air attack. But let me start this. Hang on a second. I'm going to play this back. And I'll have to say, I just don't use my Town Hall 9 base anymore. So I'm just so out of Town Hall 9. But I've gotten so much more excited about Town Hall 11 attacks because they've become what Town Hall 9 attacks used to be, which is complex, and they are now potentially three-starable bases. And I will have to say, I mean, players in our clan like Groan, Black Diamond, these guys, these guys have some incredible complex strategies. So what I want to do is I want to show this for me as a Town Hall 10. This is just pure um, perfection. And what he's going to do, I'm going to draw it out right. He's going to bring in his queen in this area, and she's going to take all that out. And then he's going to bring a golem and some wizards in that area and take all that out. And so what he's going to do is create a funnel right up the middle so that when his kill squad, when his Valks come in, they're just going to go straight here. And the other thing he does is he drops all of his EQ right on top of this Inferno Tower and takes about half of it out with that. And then watch this as it plays through. In this War Clan Castle, there are probably, I don't even know, looks like 100 minions, and they don't even touch the Valks. The Valks are on fire. So I just don't even understand how Valks are doing so well. But in any case, let me play this a second, and I'll show you what we're talking about. So he starts off down here, and it's just kind of a typical queen walk. And Groan is just so perfect with his technique. One thing he does is, if you watch this, he keeps an eye on his queen. He doesn't let her die, and she gets down to like the very thin little red line, and then he's watching her, and then he doesn't lose her, and he bumps her up, which I've had that happen to me where I've lost her. So he's good. And then he comes up here, and he's going to set this perimeter. And then, since this base is so close to the edge, watch them drop these wall breakers. They don't get blown up, even though he drops them on the bomb. It's so close they go in, and now he's setting it on fire with these Valks, and he just destroys that Tesla, which is on single. And look at all those minis. They are everywhere. You would think the minis would just tear up his Valks, but he drops that tome, and they go in there unscathed and just eat that base alive. The other thing he does, he always does, I've noticed, is he always saves a back end way out. So what that does for him is it allows him to have a shot at a three star. So instead of all of his troops getting caught in the core, they have a way out. And he should never have even gotten close on a maxed out, spread out base. And I think the thing for us Town Hall 11s right now, these spread out bases are really complicated for us now because it's hard to really funnel. But when you're doing a funnel like he did, and you get almost 90%, that's just amazing to me. I thought that was I thought that right there was the epitome of what a Town Hall 11 attack should be. All right, man. So I did all that talking. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah, Groan is a beast.
He is a beast.
You can always count on him.
He's money. He is amazing. And I'll have to say this. Since we can do the friendly attack on each other's bases now, I've had everybody attack my base wars and everything. Groan comes on and he hits it one time and didn't do too well. He comes back the next time, and I think Groan has the highest percentage on my war base of any attack that I've ever had against me ever. So I mean, he's amazing. He's an amazing player. All right, Dave, I'm going to show your attack now. Like I said, I'm going to just pause it right here. and I've got a Town Hall 9 account that I haven't played with much, but I wish I could play it, but more. But watching these attacks, man, tell me, do you remember this attack at all? What were you thinking going into it?
Yeah, yeah. When I first look at a Town Hall 9 base in a war, what I'm looking for is for a kill squad. Always like to have hogs to finish the deal. So I'm always looking for a kill squad to take out the enemy queen and take out the enemy clan castle. If you can get the BK along the way, that's bonus. And then also if you can eliminate some DGB locations, even better. And when I see a base like this that's spread out, that makes me think Valks. And so I kind of have a lineup I like to do with Valks that I used on this particular base. And if the base is nice and compact, then that's where I tend to look at a standard Goho, because I don't like Valks getting stuck against walls on a compact base with lots of DPS.
Right.
But on a base like this where it's all spread out, there's not a lot of concentrated DPS, so I really like doing a queen walk. And one thing I've added in the last couple of wars that I saw Nick do is use the Valks to actually create their own funnel so that you don't have to spend so much time on your queen walk. And so what I do here is I'm looking at the base. I'm trying to think about how to route around. There's a couple of different ways that it could work, but what I wanted to do was drop the queen up at 12 o'clock, have her walk down towards the 9 o'clock position. But once she started progressing, then what I want to do is drop my Valks, then drop a column on the far side and whizzes to get the funnel established, and then the Valks will actually create their own funnel as they continue towards 9 o'clock. And then in the clan castle, I have max Valks and wall breakers, and the wall breakers will actually use to make the penetration. And on this particular one, I honestly didn't intend for you'll see the queen reverse the direction, but that turned out to be a really good thing for me. If she would have continued along with the Valks, that would have been fine as well. But that's kind of how my initial thoughts were. And then once the kill squad did their work, once they really wiped out that top half of the base, basically, that's when I had in my mind I wanted to start dropping hogs on the backside.
Yeah, I thought it was a great attack, and it seems like if I have a 50-50 chance of which way my queen's going to go, she's going to go the wrong way 80% of the time. And sometimes it works out like yours did. And the thing that worked out about this one was she got down here and she kind of came in that way. And you did well, I'll have to say. When that happens, you hang in there and you just kind of focus, and you just hung with it. And it didn't really bother you at all. In fact, you made it work.
Yeah, I used to get real hung up on the queen walks, and if she didn't go the right way, I was just toast. I'd just panic and screw everything up. But now I kind of play it out in planning. So it's like, well, I think she's going to go one way, but what if she goes the other? What's going to change it? What am I going to do?
Right.
And the main thing is you just don't want to lose track of everything, because it's real. There's a lot going on, and if you lose track of her and she gets killed, then things are bad. But if you can kind of keep one eye on her and one eye on your kill squad, you can still salvage it when she goes sideways on you.
Now let me ask you this: at a Town Hall level, at a Town Hall 11 level, when I use a queen walk, I'd say more often than not, I'm going to put her under rage. I'd prefer not to. I'd prefer to not use that rage, and more often than not, I probably use her ability early on. How often are you using a queen at your level under rage? More often than not, or less often?
It ends up being more often, because usually people have some concentrated DPS that can get in range of her. The kind of thumb rule I use on the queen walk is use rage if she's getting damaged into the red with
Right.
DPS,
Right.
and then save the ability for the clan castle.
Right.
And I've seen other people do other things, but it seems to work better if you save the ability when the clan castle engages, or sometime later. But more often than not, I end up having to use rage on it. But if you can save the rage and use it when your Valks are cruising around inside the base, that's gold. But usually that doesn't work out.
Well, as I would say, Groan's attack, was picture perfect technique. Yours for a Town Hall 11, this was picture perfect technique for Town Hall 9. I mean, that's just perfect. And you know what? When you can take guys like you, and when you can do a 3-star on your mirror, and do that consistently, that's that's why our clan has gotten to this level now, because now we don't have to drop down and clean up anymore. You guys have it all clean by the time I come back. What do you think, Lou?
Yeah, the plan's really come around.
It has.
Yeah, that's our plan.
That's our plan. That's what we planned 3 years ago, didn't we, girl?
Yep. When we started this.
Oh, we did. We did. Now, we don't see a lot of air attacks, and I'm just gonna play this back because it was a great attack. And Skinny dropped. I'm gonna say before I start it. Skinny, who was a Town Hall 10, for all intents and purposes, he did drop down 3, but he's a comparable. He's not in any way over achieving on this base. It's a pretty even base for him at a Town Hall 10 level. And I like this, man. He goes old school, man. He's got the dragons. Did you guys watch this attack at all?
No, I didn't see it.
All right, you're gonna like this then, Lou. And he comes out with the what I'm gonna say, the Quake, and he takes out 2 ADs with the lightning and the earthquake spell. So he gets those knocked out. So he's got 2. I thought he had that one. There he goes. So he's got 2 ADs down right off the bat, and then he's going to come in with dragons. Sort of peripheral. He brings them in south and east, and then lines them up. And we don't see as many air attacks, but don't you guys get the feeling this is going to be something that they're going to try to bring back? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, especially with the buffs at the top end for the Town Hall 11 guys with the lavas and the balloons. They're obviously trying to get air back at the top levels. So I really think players will respond and take that as a hint to start working on it.
Yeah, and I don't know if they buffed it enough, because last war, I didn't really do much. I had all of my expos on ground. The guy that hit me, he must have gemmed it up, because he came at me with the next level up lava hounds, and he got like 27% on my base. So I still don't think I still don't think
Guns don't buy skill.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's, but I mean, this guy, he had like 1,000 war trophies, so he wasn't a rookie. But I don't know. I think they're going to have to work on getting the air stronger. And this was a Town Hall 10, and he did not 3-star it, but he got he got 90% essentially on your mirror using air. So I thought that was an interesting attack. All right, guys. So that's kind of the 3 main ones. Let's see. Now we're in war. We just started war tonight, right? Are we in now?
Yep.
Did it start? A few minutes ago.
Let's see what happens. All right.
Are we on?
We are on. We're going to watch Big D live. How about that? We're going to put
Big D is hitting.
He is we'll watch a live attack. So somebody told me these guys were talking smack earlier. What was that about? Do you know?
It was really minor. They just played off our clan description and said that sometimes even the best fall.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Not today.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
Not in this war.
No. So here, this is actually a live. This is going on live as we speak. Big D has been a good addition, and I tell you what, we've actually had some really good players who've joined us lately. I don't know what happened there.
A lot of additions today. What, 3?
We did have
4.
We did have 3 or 4 today.
Some of our best players have come from clans we fought against, and they saw how we do things, and then they want to come over, and it's worked out really well for us.
Well, that has, and we got Hawk that way. Um, After I destroyed his base.
Yeah.
It, and
We need to get Hawk on here because I want to hear him call me ma'am.
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
he called me sir the whole time, and I'm like, Hawk, you don't have to call me sir. He's like,
I suspect he'll
yeah,
have to have the call early in the day, or it might not be postable.
exactly. All right, so we probably just now showed Big D's worst attack of all times, but that's okay. Actually, let me see this. Now wait a minute. That's the Town Hall 11. Big D must have hit his mirror. Let me see what it is. Yeah, that's what happened. Big D's look. He's a Town Hall 10, and he hit his mirror and got 58%. That's not a bad attack. To try to bump up and that's not bad at all. I can't fault him. That's his own mirror, and that's what he hit. But so yeah, we're just into it. What is you guys speak French? Is that a French détalongs? What is that? I don't even know what that means.
They're in the Philippines.
The tag-alongs for me. That's the way I see it. The tag-alongs.
Yeah, let me see who we got. Let me see who we got today, if I can find out. And Lou, there was a 19-year-old girl from India who wanted to join today. I don't know if I'm going to let her in or not. Let's see who we got new. My son, South Carolina, came over. He came over because he wanted to attack Dad's base, practice on it, and he got
Right.
Didn't work out so well.
No, it did not work out so well. And then he put his base up, and I think MM destroyed it. But yeah, we got. Oh, I hate to say this for these guys that came over from that base that we beat recently. October, Vortex, and Ico. They were in a clan that we beat recently. And I think the clan that we beat that they were in, they had not lost a war in like how long? Like 3 months or something?
Yeah, they had a 35-win streak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. That felt so good.
It did feel so good. And you know what? I really don't feel, I don't know. I didn't go over there and steal them. They just came over. But I think they're going to be good additions. All right, guys. What else what else can we talk about before we get out of here? Let's see. What do you think about let me go here. Have you guys used any of these new spells? Let me see if I've got any of them. I know what I wanted to ask you guys about. What is this? What is this thing? What is that right there? What is this? The skeleton spell. What does that thing do? Do you have any idea?
It's basically a witch without a witch. You can spawn skeletons anywhere in the base, and just have a pack of skeletons running around. I'm not sure how useful it'll end up being. Some folks suggested on Town Hall 11 attacks it might be a good idea to spawn the skeletons in the core when everything's in the core with the warden ability to really add to the number of critters running around.
Yeah.
Others have said it doesn't. Like all skeletons, it doesn't trigger traps or anything like that. So that'd be too overpowered if you could just spawn skeletons on top of DGP locations. So remains to be seen if it ends up being useful in war or not.
I tried to use it today and it didn't do much for me, but I don't know. I've gotten where I'm using poison and haste, and so I left a haste behind, and I used a skeleton that didn't do too much for me. Now here's the other one I want to ask you guys about. I didn't even know I had this until my son showed me. Like, Dad, you have it. I'm like, no, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. What the hell is this? What the hell is the clone spell? What does it do? Kai, tell me this. What does the clone spell do? You can talk to me.
That clones troops that you target, and so it could, in theory, I guess it could be pretty powerful, because if you have a pack of Valks or something and you clone them, obviously have a much more potent attack. The fact it's 4 spell spaces though really makes me think that there's, it seems like a tough hill to climb to be worth more than a couple of rages or a heal and a rage or something like that. But another one of those spells that I think, especially with the friendly challenge, I think it bears really trying it out, because they put it in the game for a reason, and they think it's worth 4 spell spaces. So it'd be nice to play with it and see if it is.
I know, and I didn't know I had it, but did they give this to us? We got one. Everybody got one. Is that what happened? Every person gets one at a level 1, apparently.
I think it just depends on your spell factory level. I don't think that like me and Lou got one as Town Hall 9s. I think being a near max Town Hall 11, that
you did get one, or
you get some nice toys.
You did get one, or you did?
I did not.
Or we got one.
No, Town Hall 9. I don't think it's available at Town Hall 9.
Oh, well, that's not fair.
It's like grits. I got it. I didn't even ask for it. It just came. It was just there.
Every meal needs grits, right?
Yeah. Privilege gets everything.
Grits are like God's grace. It just showed up. Now I haven't even tried it, but yeah, that's a great plan, man. I'm gonna get one and clone. I'm gonna clone 27 Valks and see what happens. 57 Valks and see what happens. And then the other new troops. If you guys, I've seen a couple of people use the miner, but I've not seen anybody use the baby dragon.
I want to know about the baby dragon.
I do too. I think the baby dragon would be a good war clan castle troop. I'm not sure. I know it's 10.
Yeah, I've started using it. The jury's out. I can't give it a thumbs up or thumbs down yet. I like the idea of the fact that if there's only one of them and there's no other air troops, that it comes outraged. And so I'm experimenting with one baby dragon, my clan castle, with ground troops.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I've learned from MM with the bowlers, I was trying to play around with them, and then I saw MM, and I don't know if I can show it now. It's gone, but I hit his base today, and I used his Injustice. I hope he was asleep because he's in England. I used his war comp that he taught me, which was 6 bowlers, and you drop them under rage and a golem, and they will just destroy and one side of a base. And so I did that on his base today and wiped his base out using his comp. But I think the bowlers, I think they've ramped them up enough that they are, one bowler is about the same as 2 wizards, and I love wizards, but I'm telling you, I think under rage, these bowlers are pretty good. They're pretty good troops. What else am I forgetting? Any other troops?
I think they really helped them by reducing the camp space down to 6. I think really made them viable at 8. I think there were people like MM could use them effectively, but they weren't widely accepted. But I think at 6, you're going to see a lot more of them.
I liked them a lot better at 6. I liked them at 6, and then the other thing is they were taking 2 seconds to engage, and now they're 1.1 second to engage, and so they come out throwing faster. So they speeded, kind of like the Valks that used to hit slow, and then now they hit faster. So yeah, I think they've become a really good troop, and I think they were kind of like the Lava Hounds at first, which they first came out and everybody thought they were awful, but they have been bumped up a bit, but I think we've learned how to use them better. Let's see what else is new. I don't know if I have anything. Is there anything else new that I'm not thinking about? I don't know. That's the only thing I can come up with. All right, guys. So
I think the biggest thing is the friendly challenge. I mean, that's huge for clans that want to put the time in. That's a really good way to either develop new attacks or get good at other stuff. Because I know personally, I'm not every war I do ground because the difference between my ground ability and my air ability is big enough that I can't afford to do air in war. But with friendlies, I can go ahead and do the reps I need to get good at air, and it gives us the ability to work on different troop comps and work on our war bases. So I think that's a real game changer, the fact that clans now can really put in the work and get better as attackers and get better bases. So I really hope that we take more advantage of that and really put in the time to get really good at both sides of the game.
I agree. And I think it's going to help in both ways. I think it's going to help offensively, and I think it's going to help defensively, because I think it's like, if I can build, I love building bases. I love taking a base and building it and trying to make it the best defensive base I can make. And I think I'm pretty good at making bases. And I like making a base now and then letting our guys hit it and see what they do. And I think it's going to make not only our offensive abilities better, but our defensive abilities better, because if you put the base up there and let the clan hit it, and if I let Groan hit my base and MM and BD hit my base and see what they do, you can tweak that base before you ever just blindly throw it out there. And by the time you put it out for the war base, it's been tested,
Yep, I agree.
All right, guys. All right, Lou, I'm going to give you the final word, Lou. Tell me about your day today. How rough was your day?
Oh God, it was so rough. It was so rough. Massage, resting. My daughter's somewhere else. Yeah, it was hard, but I made it through it. So.
What, you were at work today, or what were you doing?
Saturday. I've got a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, so you're like at
4-day weekend for me. Yeah.
At the spa.
I was at the spa, and I got a new tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Pedicure, manicure, everything's good. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? Tell me about this tattoo. What is that?
It's beautiful. It's it's on my ankle. It's a Virgo symbol with a Scorpio going down my ankle. Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to say going down the ankle. So it's a Scorpio going down the ankle. Are we going to get we're going to get some pictures of this that we can make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Dave, I can't beat that. Can you?
No.
I got nothing. I'm pretty much
No. I can't follow that.
I'm pretty much speechless for the first time. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Well, listen, this is Fish. I'm signing off. We had Lou and we had Dave on for the first time, and we just got finished with the mildly ambitious war, and we're going with tag-alongs, and we will be posting
the tag-alongs.
The tag-alongs. All right, brothers, and lovely Lou. All right, this is Fish signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Go to kick some ass.
I like it.